Hello iRacers, it's an exciting time at iRacing. The Season 4 build is here, and there's significant progress on many future projects. With so much going on, I'd like to share some details and insights into what to expect in the build and in the future. To begin, a quick update on the growth of our sim team. We continue to welcome phenomenal developers with expertise ranging across all systems and groups, such as art, physics, graphics, tooling, multiplayer, netcode, design, web technology, front-end, back-end, and development managers. While I can't touch on everyone who has joined the sim team year to date, a few of our most recent additions this summer include multiplayer and networking. Earlier this summer, we were joined by a veteran and highly capable developer who was a principal-level multiplayer and netcode engineer at one of our competitors. He joins and reinforces our great team. Expect an accelerated pace for improvements to these systems, as well as new features and capabilities. AI. While we're proud of the iRacing AI, there's always room for improvement and many new features we'd like to add. Recently, a principal-level games industry AI veteran joined our team, where he will reinforce our efforts and bring new ideas and experiences to the table. Software engineering. We're fortunate to be joined next month by a multi-decade sim racing peer. This engineer can do it all and has the experience and racing know-how to contribute in many areas. Strategically, we have him slated to begin his contributions on projects related to the system we call race control. We are excited to expand on these core systems and improve and expand things like cautions, race starts, and more. Graphics. I've shared previously how our core graphics team has been reinforced by multiple industry-leading graphics engineers who are working on our next generation graphics engine. Next month, this team will be reinforced further by the former director of graphics at one of the two big game industry graphics engine companies. His research in graphics has become industry standard in all of gaming this past decade. And now for what to expect in Season 4. Let's begin with tracks. Cadwell Park. Cadwell is a great racing circuit that's close to home for many iRacers. All 4 real-world configs will be included, and the team has had a blast building it and driving it. In the real world and in the sim, Cadwell will provide great lapping and racing with some of our lower-powered open-wheel, sports cars, and touring cars. Seeing Legends cars turn laps here in the real world is also common. Between Cadwell, the soon-to-be-released Thruxton and Croft, and our 6 other UK-based road racing circuits, we have assembled an awesome regional group of track content for race fans. Spa. This project has been a long time coming, and we've certainly been aware of the significant demand. We're so excited to finally deliver. We have rebuilt Spa from the ground up using a fresh scan that includes all of the new improvements to the facility. All drivable surfaces have been remodeled and art has been rebuilt from scratch. If you already own Spa, the modern version of the track will be added to the existing package and you'll receive it for free. Cars. Season 4 includes a great balance for both oval and road racing fans. To begin, the BMW M4 GT4 Evo. We are very excited by this addition. Our current BMW M4 is based on the 2018 F82 variant of the car, and a newer G82 version has since been released that is physically and visually different and drives quite differently as well. This new car is built from a new and improved aero map, which makes the car less pitch sensitive. BMW also homologated alternate master cylinders and a pedal ratio, which made the car handle better in the sim. This car is all new in every way and great to drive. McLaren 720S GT3 Evo. In collaboration with our partners at McLaren and the helpful team at FAF Motorsports who have been supporting our development project, the McLaren 720S GT3 Evo is here. The car was homologated for the 2023 racing season and will remain in real-world competition for many years to come. Mini stock. We're really excited about this car. The mini stock is just a blast to drive in the perfect way for iRacers and real-world racers to step into oval racing on iRacing. We also expect to see competition across a wide group, including iRacing veterans. The mini stock features a 2.3-liter inline 4-cylinder 200-plus horsepower engine that propels the fairly light 2,200-pound car. For an oval car, it's fairly nimble and also approachable to step in and drive. In iRacing, we'll be shipping both a pavement and dirt mini stock, and both will be free to all iRacers. In addition to the great content, the Season 4 release will include a plethora of improvements and bug fixes. A few notable items include spotty rain. Our iRacing weather system will see the addition of a new type of weather condition for timeline mode, spotty. This edition allows the user to schedule spotty rainfall which is unpredictable and more dynamic than the current rain types. For example, instead of setting exactly when the rain will start, the user sets when the rain might start. Qualifying visibility. In real life, we can all see racers turn their qualifying laps. After all, it's happening right in front of our eyes. However, in the sim, to optimize the amount of time qualifying takes, qualifying is run concurrently, with every competitor on the track at the same time and invisible to one another. We will be making a change here. From the replay screen, you and all of your competitors will be able to see each other. Not only will this make qualifying more interesting, but it will also help create better accountability. And if anybody is up to qualifying hijinks, it will be immediately apparent to all. Dirt enhancements. We've been hearing helpful feedback from the community regarding some issues that are experienced in Dirt Series, particularly with light, high-powered cars. This results in a harsh transition between a good track and a slicker track. The team has been working on a solution and is excited about their progress. Instant AI. The web and UI team cooked this feature up, and it's really cool. Have you ever been browsing our series and thought it would be great if you could easily test the weekly car and track combo with AI? Well, now you can. With the click of a button from within any series that has content with AI support, you can load an AI session that's pre-configured with the appropriate car, track, and settings for that series. Account management enhancements. Account management will be fully deployed to the UI and will now include two-factor authentication. It's always nice to have a bit more security. That concludes our preview of Season 4, so let's take a moment and review some of our future-focused initiatives and projects. Tires and physics. Since shipping Rain, our physics engineering team has transitioned to focusing on several projects that surround our core physics engine, our tire model, and our force feedback systems. Dave K has a prototype up and running for a force feedback calibration process that will allow iRacers to get their various hardware set up in an optimal way for the sim. We are also working on the future tire contact patch mod, which will create a foundation for significant improvements to the ways that our car interfaces with the track through its tires and is focused on addressing some of the common complaints we've heard with our model. Graphics engine update. Significant development continues on the creation of a new iRacing graphics and rendering engine. The DX12 prototype I mentioned last time is now loading tracks, cars, and textures. Take a look at this animation to see the progress. It looks simple visually, and there's not yet any lighting or shading, but looks can be deceiving, and it's a significant step forward for the new engine. We are thrilled with the progress that the team has made. New Sim UI. This project is going really well and will transform the look of the iRacing sim to one that is more modern but also familiar and won't require relearning how to use the product. This UI platform creates a foundation to expand functionality in the future and reduces the dependence on third-party apps for functionality that iRacing should have by default. We will be releasing the new UI when it meets the quality standards you all expect. Track upgrades. We are working on several upgrades to old content. For example, Circuit Zolder is an awesome track that has been part of the iRacing experience since 2010. We have been doing our best to revisit circuits such as Zolder and bring their artwork up to current standards. Recent examples include Okayama and Sebring. The team is also working on New Hampshire Motor Speedway with similar goals and will be revisiting the entire NASCAR library as well. Future content. Our content teams have certainly been busy, and the iRacing laser scan team has been racking up the frequent flyer miles. In fact, they just returned from a month on the road to the western half of the US, where they captured a great deal of data for the future. Let's review some of this content. Croft and Thruxton have been scanned, with Thruxton next on the dev schedule. We just scanned The Bend in Australia, and plan to visit Adelaide in November. Valencia is under contract. Huset Speedway is underway and will debut both in iRacing and in the World of Outlaws Dirt Racing 24 DLC. Now for cars. Multiple new GT3 cars are in planning and development. New supercars just barely missed the Season 4 build. We just need a bit more time to implement the data we've received from our partners in Australia. We plan a total overhaul of the Legends car physics model to take advantage of updated data, a new engine specification, and a new tire. We'll use this opportunity to redev the car utilizing our latest techniques and standards. Oval Racing will see many great additions in 2025, beginning with a proper Gen 4 car release, and at long last, we are revisiting ARCA. We are also lining up the scan for new dirt road cars. A few more quick tidbits to finish this update off. We have been working with generative AI and machine learning technologies to explore and build new functionality for the sim. Such technology will benefit many common sense evolutions of existing game systems, both when creating the sim through tooling and when experiencing it. We have multiple irons in the fire. It's been a while since Oval Refresh Phase 1 has been mentioned. The project is still in the works, but we won't release it until we are confident it meaningfully improves oval racing. We'll get back to you when we're ready to share more. In the big picture, our teams are really killing it these days. We've grown substantially, but on the day-to-day, it's all been surprisingly seamless, and our new colleagues have found a new home. Due to this evolution, improvements to iRacing that we couldn't have imagined a few short years ago are unlocked, and we're so excited for what the next few years will bring. Thanks, and see you all out on the track.